Hello everyone, myself Krishna. In this video, I am going to explain how we can extract all the options are available in the drop-down list element in the UiPath Studio. Basically, if your drop-down selection is dynamic and you are selecting the drop-down option without verifying the input text is available in the drop-down list options, you will get the system exception in case if the input text is not available in the drop-down options, right? So it is the best practice to check the input text is available in the drop-down options. If it is available, then we should select. If the input text is not available in the drop-down list options, then we should throw the business exception. So let's see how we can extract all the options are available in the drop-down list element in UiPath Studio. Using getAttribute activity and passing items as a attribute, let's see how we can extract all the options are available in the drop-down list. For the demonstration purpose, I have taken Facebook sign up page. So let's see how we can extract all the months in the month drop-down list element. Let me take get attribute activity, indicate the drop-down list and pass the items as an attribute. To save all the items, I am going to create one variable options. Basically, items is not a single value, it is a collection of values, right? So I am going to change the variable type from string to array of string. To display all the options in the output panel, I am going to take one log message. In the message, I am going to mention the expression as string.join. The separator would be comma, and then I'm going to pass the variable, that is list options. Right? Let's run the process and check the result. So in the watch panel, I have entered the variable, and here these are the values that are extracted. Now we have extracted all the options in the dropdown. Let's see how we can maintain the condition to check the input text is available in the dropdown list options or not. So for that, I'm going to create one variable, that is str input text. So I'm going to pass one default value, that is May or March, right? To maintain the condition, I'm going to take one if condition. So here in the condition, I am going to mention the expression as list options dot any dot to string dot to author equal to str input text dot to author. So if this condition is true, then that means the input text is matched with the drop down list options. So I'm going to take one log message and I'm going to mention the text as matched. If it is not matched, I'm going to mention the log message as not matched, right? So let me run the process and see how we will get the result. So it is matched, right? So let me change the input text and March 1, not matched, right? So the input text is not matched with the drop down options, right? Using find children activity, let's see how we can extract all the drop-down options in UiPath Studio. Let me show you the HTML for this drop-down. So inside the select tag, we can have a option tag is available, and the drop-down text is available in the option tag as a inner text, right? So what we can do is like we will take the find children and we can filter a option tag, and after that we will iterate the all the option tags. Then we will take the get attribute, and the attribute section we are going to pass the inner text. That's how we will extract the drop down list option. So let's see how we can implement that. Let me take find children activity and indicate the drop down. So here we need to filter the option tag. For that I am going to mention tag, and then scope I am changing from children to descendants. To save the result, I am going to create one variable, right? Now all the options tags are available in this variable. Now I am going to take one for each activity, right? So in the body section, I am going to take one get attribute. So here in the target element section, I am going to pass the current UI element, and in the attribute, I am going to pass the attribute as inner text. To save the inner text, I am going to create one variable, that is str inner text. To display this value in the output panel, I am going to take one log message, and in the message I am going to pass the inner text. Right? So let me run the process and see how we can get these values. John, Feb, and let me remove the breakpoint. So these are all the options are extracted from the drop down list. Using get attribute activity and passing inner HTML as an attribute, let's see how we can extract all the options in the dropdown. So if you observe this HTML for this dropdown, so this is the complete HTML. So if you observe, the dropdown text is ends with less than slash options and greater than, right? So our logic is like first we will extract all the inner HTML, then we will split at this text, then for each iteration we will identify this greater than index, and we will use the substring, and then we will extract this drop down option, right? So let me implement this logic. Let me take a get attribute activity, indicate the drop down, and pass the inner HTML as attribute. I'm going to create one variable to store the inner HTML. Now I am going to take one assign activity. So here I am going to mention the expression str inner html dot split new string array comma, string split options dot none, right? So to store this array, I am going to create one variable, changing the variable type from string to array of string. Now I am going to iterate this array, all options. I am going to take one assign activity to extract actual option text. So here I am going to create one variable str option text. So in the value section, I am going to mention the expression as current text dot substring. Then I am going to identify the last index of the greater than symbol. For that, I am going to write an expression current text dot last index of greater than, and I will add one index as the index is starting from 0. To display this value, I am going to take one log message str option text. Let me run the process and see how we will get the options in the drop down list. John said, let me remove the breakpoint. So these are all the options are retrieved from the drop down list. This way we can extract all the options are available in the drop down list in UiPath Studio. Hope this video is informative. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day.